along with Black Lives Matter, leading the charge to those who on the list that we didn't hand out. We are calling for justice, police reform, and healing. We know the city has come a long way in police reforms, and we applaud them for their efforts. But it is clear that those reforms did not spare the life of Stephon Clarke. So we need more, and the groups protesting will continue to advocate for additional changes. I work at the state and national level. The state NAACP and NAN have unsuccessfully attempted to sponsor essential policing legislation in California legislature. This incident has renewed our resolve, and we will be pressing forward to get to changes at the state level that's so needed to make sure that we get comprehensive reform. After each community killing of a Black man without the due process, we have held hearings searching for the couple of items that will prepare and spare the life of a Black man and cause our community to be treated with dignity by protecting us instead of policing and killing us. This week, we witnessed the old outcry of young people across the nation advocating for gun control. We need gun control in our communities, but we also need gun control in the policing departments of the nation. And so Senator Hamer, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired, but we aren't going to stop until they stop gunning down our community like animals. We're here to stand with those behind us who cried out on the streets. They marched, they prayed, and they protested over the weekend. We joined them by lifting up their chant that enough is enough. Mm-hmm. Our first speaker this morning is the Reverend Dr. Shane Harris, who is the leader of California, director leader for the National Action Network. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Huffman, and to the National Association Colored People and to all of the organizations present, welcome and thank you all for being here. I want to first give our direct prayers and our condolences to the family of Stephon Clarke. And I want to be real clear that this is about nobody but them, as they will have a long road to travel and a tough fight to battle. They will know that we will be there to stand with them all the way. I want to also give much honor to the groups from the National Association of Colored People to Black Lives Matter and to in between that have spent much time and energy organizing to keep the name of Stephon Clarke alive on the ground. We will not let his name die. His name will live. And I want to be clear that National Action Network is here to lift those groups up as they continue that fight and to stand hand in hand with them to ensure that legislation is changed. Because anytime you have a police shooting, we know that local prosecutors investigating local police is a conflict of interest. And we must get independent investigations on the state and federal levels, because we know that a prosecutor investigating police officers that endorse them is like a student grading their own paper. We need the teachers to grade them. Finally, I'll say this, that we at National Action Network will stand hand in hand with this family. We've been down this street before, from Michael Brown in Ferguson all the way to Trayvon Martin in Florida, back down to San Diego in case I led Alfred Alonga. We are here to lift this family up and give them the strength and the courage and the backing that they will need, because we know that we are in a spiritual fight, not a carnal fight. Spiritual fight is about prayer and sustainability in spirit. And we come to be that piece that will stand with them all the way. Thursday will be a national day of mourning for this family and for Stephon Clarke. But it will also be a national day of justice as we all gather to remember the life of Stephon Clarke. As it has been requested, our National President of National Action Network, Reverend Al Sharpton, will be here at the family's request. I want to be clear, at the family's request, to give the eulogy. And we will work hand in hand with the local groups, all the way to the state groups and the federal groups, to ensure that this fight for justice does not die. Because Stephon Clarke's name must live. Live along with Michael Brown. Live along with Trayvon Martin. Live along with Alfred Alongo. Live along with Oscar Grant. Live along with Eric Garner. His name will live. His name will live. His name will live. Let us at this time welcome the attorney who has stood long and strong. Okay. All right. Let's welcome back the NAACP president, the queen of civil rights.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will hear from our branch president who's been carrying the water for us here in Sacramento as well, Ms. Betty Williams, president of the NAACP branch.
Good morning. Thank you. I am the president of the Greater Sacramento NAACP branch, and first I want to give my condolences to the Stephon Clarke's family and for your loss. 22 years old, gone too soon. When I first heard about the killing of another unarmed Black man here in Sacramento with no weapons, but only a cell phone, being killed by two officers that unloaded 20 shots into a young man, I was beyond angry, why I called the chief of police immediately. My questions were, why was the audio turned off after the shooting? What's the protocol for turning off the audio? We demanded to see the protocol, and the NAACP wants to make changes to the existing policy of turning off the audio. We also wanted to look at the foot pursuit policy with Sacramento Police Department that they have in place. We understand the foot pursuit policy in Oakland gives other options versus shooting a man 20 times. There were just a few items that I'm giving to you right now throughout that discussion that we gave to Chief Hahn. And although we understand that he's only been on his job for 7 months, but he signed up for this. And at the end of the day, we also understand that he inherited the culture of this police department. And so it comes with accountability and to become the model for other cities is what I challenged him with. I challenged him with creating a united front versus a divided United States. And Anne Marie Schubert, district attorney, we do not give you a pass. You need to return the call of the NAACP. We know that the district attorney is responsible for prosecuting and investigating local police officers. You don't get a pass, and we expect you to call us. We're waiting on that. Thank you.
Well, while we have enjoyed entertaining you, you're waiting for the man of the hour who has come here from North Carolina, who is very, very prestigious, very, very well trained, very effective. And it is an honor to have him in our city, none other than Attorney Ben Crump.
Come on, keep it in.
Yeah, come on.
Good morning. Thank you to all the leaders united as a civil rights community and a people who care about justice for all. The family of Stephon Clarke cannot say thank you enough. This has been a very difficult day for Stephon Clarke's family, especially his grandmother and all of them. Madam President, we had the solemn obligation in preparing for an independent autopsy to go view Stephon's body. No family should have to endure this pain and suffering as they try to seek answers for execution of their loved one who is only holding a cell phone, shot 20 times. People who committed a mass shooting in Florida were not shot once, but a young black man holding a cell phone is shot 20 times. Young man who were bombed in Austin, Texas. The police followed him for hours. He wasn't shot once, but an unarmed black man holding a cell 20 times. You know, the Clarke family isn't the only family who has had to endure this long pain and suffering. Since 2015, Reverend Harris, 73 families have had to endure similar experiences. Over 70 black men have been shot unarmed by police bullets. This is all too often a pattern in America. This is reminiscent of Terrence Crutcher in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where you had the helicopter flying overhead. This is reminiscent of so many police shootings of unarmed black and brown people. Right now, we stand on the eve of recognizing the 50th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination. And in his very last speech, he said the choice is not just about violence or nonviolence. It is about nonviolence or non-existence. Amen. Stephon Clarke chose nonviolence. Others chose violence that caused his non-existence. But we will not let Stephon's death be non-existent, nor will we let his life be non-existent. We will hold him up. We will hold this family up. We will stand up for Stephon. We will speak up for Stephon, and we will fight for Stephon until we get justice for Stephon. So at this time, Madam President, we're going to have his grandmother, who is very emotional. I mean, she was right there. It's very emotional for her. And she told me, Reverend Harris, that she have on her marching shoes, her comfortable shoes, because she's going to march like the young people until they get justice for her grandson, Stephon. Amen. So y'all please give her the charity of your undivided attention. Miss Shaquita Thompson.
Can you introduce the rest of the family?
Well, they didn't want to be introduced.
They don't want to be introduced.
So just the family of Stephon Clarke. And we have Miss Shaquita Thompson, the grandmother of Stephon Clarke. Take your time.
Thank you.
Take your time.
I want to give honor first to God.
Thanks to God.
And for making me have just wanted to be here. I want to thank God for waking me up to be here. Thank you, Lord. Give me strength, because you're the only one can. My grandson, I was at the computer in our dining room. And my granddaughter is a praise dancer, and I was looking at her video. And all of I heard was boom, boom, boom. I just heard it, and I just got on the floor because my granddaughter was on the couch asleep. She only 7 years old, his sister. And I crawled on the floor all the way to her, and I pulled her down her legs. And she's going, Grandma, what's wrong? I said, they're shooting, baby, come on. So we crawled from the den to the dining room where I was sitting, all the way to the bedroom. And I said, Papa, that's my husband, Tommy Thompson. I said, call 911, they're shooting. He said, baby, I heard someone come through the window and say, Papa, Tommy T. And I had to be aggressive. and my husband said, there was guns. He heard the shots, but they didn't have to kill him like that. They didn't have to shoot him that many times. And the detectives that came in and kept telling me, don't go outside or go in the back. I said, well, what happened? I hope y'all didn't kill one of my grandkids, because they come to the back door, to the window, and my husband just pulled the garage up. And he's at home. He was at home. He was there that day. We was looking at his sister dead through the praise that she made up. He was crying, and I said, well, how old you gonna be? And he said, Grandma, I'll be 24 in August. My grandson was 23 years old. And then now my great-grandbabies don't have their daddy because they didn't even stop. Why did you just shoot him in the arm, shoot him in the leg, send a dog, send a taser? Why? Why? Y'all didn't have to do that. Y'all didn't have to. I want to sell a phone. I just want justice for my grandson, for my daughter. My poor baby's in so much pain. She is in pain. And her brothers, he ain't got but 2 brothers.
Justice.
Justice. I want justice for my baby. I want justice for Stephon Clarke. Please give us justice.
We just want to give thanks for all the support, the local support, the international support. We want to just give thanks to all those that are willing to still stand and recognize that there is crime still in America from our own protectors. And I want to also give thanks to Mr. DeMarcus Cousins for reaching out and helping out with the funeral services and those needs, and everyone else that has helped and continue to help. We thank you for your prayers and your strength. And it's another fight yet long again. We're not going to forget. We hope y'all don't either. Stephon Clarke. Stephon Clarke.
Thank you, ma'am.
You don't take any cues? Okay. Well, we were going to open up for Q&A, but I don't know if you have any questions. Sort of speaks for itself. If anybody has any questions of anyone here.